Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah, Dan, I've heard you guys are having a heat wave. Isn't it like 40 degrees or something ridiculous? But this is the 40 degrees here in Queensland pretty regularly during summer, but we're built for it, you know. We've got air conditioning everywhere and all that stuff. Must be awful. Yeah, I think the record I've had up here was like 43 that I can remember being around for. So, but yeah, it was fucking hot. But yeah, you know, we've got air conditioning and jump in the pool. You can't really do that in the UK. Anyway, I'm just going to do something. This is crazy. Look at this. So I've got a commission that we're doing for one of the followers of the channel. Here's the bust, or one part of it anyway. What a nice figure. It's bigger than I thought it would be. Poor Zoe's in for a rude shock when he finds out how much I charge. No, that's not true. We've already talked about it. Cindy! It's cool. Hey, we don't go out there, okay? We don't go out there. Don't try and get into my good graces. There's the face. It's cool. Anyway, so I'm going to start painting that on Sunday, which is nice. Hey, can you calm down? I need you to calm down. Don't try and sit on me and be like, hey, how great's everything? Hey, Zwex. Where are we up to in the campaign? We had a glorious night last night. So much great stuff happened. So I had a couple of seed patterns that I'd forgotten to draw. I think the ones that I got were Feral Zanbardo, Armorsmith Tongs, and Spinal Sickle. So I drew Spinal Sickle, which could have some possibilities. We could go for whip proficiency with our Red Survivor, which would allow us to do that. And whip has some nice applications, which is cool. Not a bad little option for us to have some Armorsmith Tongs floating around. What else is happening? Everything else is going fine. I haven't even started building my finalized gear grid for this Wrath yet with I made the green and blue power core, so we can give nuclear gear cards deflect too. Cindy, don't do that. The Red Survivor does always have a whip for the hunt, yeah. She's unreal. It's the most broken thing in the game, I'm telling you. It's just crazy. Hey, Jim. Absolutely the most busted thing in the game. Always got a whip. Gets all the benefits of all the best proficiencies. Spear. Cancel traps with any weapon. Grand weapon. +1 accuracy when you're attacking with any weapon. Club. W first wound attempt when you score a perfect hit. Whip can wound the top card of the hit location deck. Guitar, cancel the first reaction. Sword, choose the things in order after you roll your hit roll. Have I missed any? Scythe? I can't remember what Scythe does. I know the Mastery lets you do some cool shit. You get an extra attack each round with a Scythe Master. Can't remember what Scythe does. Anyway, we'll get there at some point. Do you want to go outside, Cindy? All right, I'll let you go outside. You can go outside, all right? Hey, come here. Hey. Just wait, just wait, just wait. You're going outside. You're making this look really difficult, Cindy. There you go. Off you go. See you, mate. Lunatic dog. Yeah, katana, no. Fist and tooth, we have it anyway. Shield, so it counts as a shield if you don't have a shield in your shield grid. I definitely will send Goth out soon. I was thinking about this today. This is the best interaction I've come across yet. Atomic Lance and Wrath. Every turn, the first time you wound, they get -3 toughness tokens. And then you slide in with Wrath, and that's 3 automatic wounds. That's a fucking gold combination right there. Absolutely gold. Anyway, so I've just built some gear grids. We're just going to go have a Gormy level 3, get rid of this thing with Song of the Brave, and yeah, get this campaign absolutely ready to fly. Yeah, and they're both nuclear weapons, right? So I can't imagine that it's not fully intended, but it's great. So we're departing to fight a level 3 Gorm. Currently, we have a serpentine tailbone sitting in our supply for when we do eventually get around to the taxidermy. And we've got the collective toil side of taxidermy, which I'm excited to look at. So that's fun. So let's depart. Yeah, we gave someone iridescent hide. I don't really remember who. I'm sure they'll be great. Using the beast steak, the organ, the beast steak. That's okay. It's great that you're here chatting, Militides. Don't need to worry about being behind. I'll reply to you and we'll talk and we'll work. It's wonderful that we can do this at all, you know? So herb gather, mineral gather here, and then we will use the sonorous rest at some point. So we shall depart. So we have Millipede, who is the collectivist who's got no survival. So that's fine. So our first hunt event, I think I shuffled these. We'll do it again anyway. We've got head splitting pain. Move the Gorm 1 space closer. Boop. Each survivor rolls on the table. Add their number of disorders to the result. Nephilia has fascism and 0 disorders. She rolls a 2. Her mind is overcome, suffer a random brain trauma. Well, that's just not great. I hate the Gormy sometimes. 4. Gain a random disorder and 1d5 insanity, I think. No, flee. Gain 1d5 insanity. Perfect. 2 insanity. Great work, Nephilia. Locust has a torment. That's bad. Has no disorders. So that's also a 2. So this is a terrible roll. 7 down to a 6. Danger seizure. Random disorder and 1d5 insanity. 5 insanity. Random disorder. Anxiety. So she's the red. She does not have a stinky gear, so she's going to gain the priority target. That's okay. Yep, fine. Next person along, Scarab the Prodigy. Scarab has Distichophobia. Scarab rolls an 8 on this head-splitting pain, which is reduce her insanity to 0. Could be fine. Hoo Grub has 0 disorders as well, and 0 insanity. So Hoo rolls a 9. Reduce your insanity to 0. No worries. And Millipede, I'm not sure, but we're going to roll a 7. Has no 2 disorders, so that's a 9, which is reduce your insanity to 0. Head splitting pain, great way to start. We're not ambushed. Next one is Flatter Earth. Roll 1d10. We roll a 4. Move the Gorm 1 space away from the survivors. Don't forget we can use the sonorous rest at any time to gain insanity if we would need to. So I'll usually do it closer to the thing. So there's nothing else that will really cause us any problems. We have a random event. 01. Broken Lanterns, I think, is the name of 01. It is indeed. Nominate a survivor. Oh no, the event revealer may choose to lower their lantern and investigate. If they choose to investigate, the event revealer, which is Scarab, gains a courage. Scarab will investigate. Scarab is bold. Scarab rolls a lantern 10 on the bold roll. Gain a permanent movement. Scarab, our pack leader, has a permanent movement to movement 6. Oh, shit. That's exactly what... That's just crazy. That is absolutely crazy. All right, so rolls a dice and rolls a 7. You salvage something useful, gain a broken lantern basic resource. Fantastical, well done, Scarab. Scarab, Scarab, Scarab. Yeah, +1 movement's great. Pack leader, you need to move 6 spaces in a round to get the level up for the level 2 version, I think. So, yeah, pretty chuffed about that. Cool. Next one is a random event. 84. Oh my god, what is happening in this campaign? Everyone's writing their name in the book. Again. People that don't have to write in the book. Scribe's book. Alright, so if you have 3 courage and you are insane, you must write. So Scarab is not going to write because he has no understanding. Huhu is not going to write. Millipedes will write their name in the book. Millipedes! Because they get +4, so they can't possibly fail. Rolls a 1, gets a 5, which is nothing happens. Well done, Millipedes. Locust will write her name in the book, and Locust rolls a 7 +3. Gain 2 survival. Fantastic. Already at max. And the last person to write their name in the book, Nephilia, will not write her name in the book. Thank you. Because she does not have 3 courage. Still no partnership, yep. Partnership would be great. That's a shame. That would have been could have been a better result, but no deaths, so. All right, Morning Bull. Each survivor suffers 3 brain event damage. We'll take that, that's fine. And yeah, so Scarab, here, here, here. Okay. So now we will move on to Overwhelming Darkness. And I can now finally stop having to reference the book because I remember it all now. Nephilia. Lantern 10, gain the leader fighting art. Do we want leader? No. Yeah, partnership for the strain would be great. Does she want leader? No, we don't need leader anymore. So we'll just take a Lumi. Yes, we will. It's the one of the 4 that I've got remaining. And I had a chance to roll it next time. -1, or 1 event damage to the arms. Scarab the Prodigy rolls a 6, which is everyone gains an survival, and they gain a -1 evasion token, which I'll discard, so that's fine. Hoo Grub gets a 7, which is 1 event damage to the arms. And last of all is our collectivist Millipede. Millipede rolls a 5, so everyone gains a survival. She gets a -1 evasion token, which I will discard. Fantastic. So we'll now do herb gathering. So everyone gains a survival from herb gathering. We have no gourmandists for consuming, do we? No. So we'll just roll our herb gather roll. We'd like to get the middle result now, the good one, 45-ish. 8 and 7's 15, 25, 29. Plus 7, 5 and 1 is 29, 30, 42. That's the result we want, so we won't roll any more dice. So everyone gains 3 survival because we have cooking. 1, 2, 3. We gain 2 fresh acanthus and a random vermin resource. So the random vermin, little crabby. And then mineral gathering. Our guy with the pickaxe is the scout. Actually, I haven't taken a pickaxe, so we're not mineral gathering. I've only taken the sickle. Cool. We won't do sonorous rest yet. We'll hold off. 81. Flesh monolith? No. Field of arms. If any survivor has a sickle, we gain a hide basic resource. It's fantastic. There's a hide. Next one is another rando. 77. That's a new one. What is 77? Sinkhole. Each straggler rolls 1d10. If any other straggler has a whip, they throw a line to the straggler. Nice. All right, stragglers. So Nephilia, 9. Next person, 10. Next person, 9. Next person, 4. Last person. Scout rolls a 1. So the scout is our straggler. Hoo Hoo Grub is the red survivor, and so Hoo Hoo Grub has a whip. So the scout gets +4 to their roll on Sinkhole, and they roll a 9, which goes to a 13. Someone is clinging tightly to your feet, +1 population. Each survivor suffer one brain event damage. Yeah, I think we got enough iron at the moment. So yeah. All right, let's do a sonorous rest in case this causes an ambush. So yeah, sonorous rest. So everyone has the option. So Nephilia is going to take insanity. She's purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 3 is 8. So she's going to go to 25 on insanity. Locust has max survival, so she's going to take 5 insanity. Scarab the Prodigy in yellow has 3 greens, but will take the 4 insanity. Oh, you know what I've forgotten? I'm supposed to have someone inside the fucking bug guy. And the population too, thanks. This guy's just going to take 3 insanity. 1, 2, 3. So the person who's going to be inside the bug, we'll just make it this guy. So the 5th roll, we'll just do that now, because we don't need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that we'll basically say that one of these events was here. So we've just got to do this thing. This ancient march, final march. Okay, so the first time we do that is the digested. So that was at this point here, the 5th one. And we're making that, we don't want it to be our ambitionist. Yeah, sure, we'll do the chick with the dried acanthus, which is her. Locust. So she rolls a 8. Lose 1 survival and suffer 3 brain event damage. Cool. So then, the one that we flipped for that one, we do here. So we're done. Now we go to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I don't think we need to do overwhelming darkness. But anyway, we'll flip this one. No, we do this roll. Yeah. So this is the second digested roll, and we roll a lantern 10, which is you may remove a permanent injury of your choice. Do you have any permanent injuries? You do not. Gorm bait. Well, that worked well. We make it to the showdown, and thanks to, what would it have been? Horizon of Bones. I would have liked that, because we would have had a free courage on everyone. Okay, so we make it to the showdown, none the worse for wear, and the Gormy is in big trouble. Now we have to make a timid entrance with everyone that wasn't the bait. So Scout rolls a 6. Suffer 3 event damage to the legs location. Millipede. 1, 2, 3. Gain a random basic resource. See if we can pick up another Gormite, hey? Oh, love juice, excellent. And that was Scout. Next person is Nephilia. Nephilia rolls a 6 as well, so she suffers 3 event damage to the legs. 1, 2, 3. That's a potential problem, but she does have Stone Heart, so she's going to gain a random basic resource, another hide. The next person is Locust. No, she was the chick, so Scarab. Scarab rolls a 3. Set your insanity to 0 and gain the megalophobia disorder. Boo. And last of all, Hoo Hoo Grub. Hoo Hoo rolls a 4, which is suffer 3 event damage to your legs. And gain a random basic resource. This has already been a lucrative hunt. Okay, so that's all done. We're all in the clear there. Perfect. So now we apply our arrival bonuses. And then everyone gains 3 survival from the first aid kit. Now, we have 8 eyes. So we've got 2 random terrain cards. We've got 1 physiognomist, and that's it. We've actually got 2 versions of 8 eyes. So does that mean we double ambush? So first random terrain is tall grass. Actually, we've already got that, so we'll try again. A glowing waypoint. We get a lantern halberd. Probably worth grabbing. A perfect lantern. And then we'll flip 2 of these. So either a giant stone face, no bow, or acanthus plants. We'll just take the stone face. I don't need the acanthus. We've got 2 already. But a lantern, a waypoint. Where's me lantern and waypoint? Not in here. So perfect lantern set up at least 5 spaces away from all board edges. Sure, this glowing waypoint set up at least 5 spaces away from all other terrain. I need to put out me 2 tall grass. 1, 2. We do have the strength of the halberd now, yes. Stone face doesn't matter. Scout's gonna have the dip with this, I think. I've got a thing on the scout which lets them spend all their survival to do a critical wound that automatically criticals. And they're a collectivist, so they can still spend other people's survival. It's the best. I've done some wild shit this campaign. All right, trap on top. No. That's okay. We get to do pretty much whatever we want here. We get to splash around in the sprinkler. Yes, she'll go in the grass. I won't do him there. He'll go there. And she'll just go like here, maybe. What toughness is this guy? Yeah. All right. Of course we can. I'm happy with how it is. Let's not overcomplicate my life any more than it already is with all of these great things happening. So this is the Gormy deck. He's got everything, I'm pretty sure. I just put everything in there. I don't think it's going to matter an awful amount. This guy is toughness 15. With a luck token though. So that'll be an extra wound for us, thanks. Let's start with our turn, because we're ambushing. So we're going to do the Atomic Lance first. Now let's just make sure I haven't missed anyone with facism. So Purple Chick has to be in the front. Fixated, perfect. Locust, anywhere's fine. Scarab, anywhere's fine. Hoo Hoo, anywhere's fine. Millipede, anywhere's fine. Yeah, let's see if we can just one round it. So yeah, we'll start with this chick here. On arrival, we gain a death token, no problems. We've also got the priority target token. Yeah, you remove everything, mate. This is going to be fucking ballistic. The Screaming God's going to have such a bad time. Because don't forget, we've also got joint array, which I'm about to put on the sculpture. So everyone's going to have joint array and just cancel those reactions, baby. Red Survivor's got a guitar with every weapon. It's just going to be an absolute train wreck. That guy's in massive trouble. All right, so I will start here. So we've got Spear Spec. We've got High Roller. We've got no bonus speed. So, but these are hitting on 6s, 5s, 4s, 3s. These are hitting on 3s. That's a 5 and a 1. So we get 1 hit. There's a failure reaction. We're wounding on a 2+. We don't fail. We do a wound. It's a devastating wound. Hang on. Does this chick with irradiated? No, I haven't made a second thing. So just 1 wound, but that does apply 3 -1 toughness tokens. 1, 2, 3. That's her turn. What is this? This is the death blow. We can't critical that, so we'll do the scout, I think. So the scout's going to try and grab the waypoint, the lantern. Rolls a lantern 10, grabs the thing. Sure. So the lantern, we've picked it up. We'll archive our bone sickle. Cool, man. I don't know if we need that, but I'm just sort of trying to work on the assumption that I need to give everyone that I possibly can a weapon for us to take against in this final battle. So any weapon that is possible to wound is what I want to try and take. So Lantern Halberd. Done. So we'll move that. Now the scout can move 1, 2, 3. No, we'll go 1, 2, 3. We don't need to get involved as yet. Let's do the irradiated chick again with the atomic lance. So she will surge. So scout's done. Locust has got a spear proficiency point. We're going to surge. These are hitting on 3s, maybe 2s. It's a 3 and a 4. That's 2 hits. DB and Mammoth Backstrap. So we'll just do the death blow. That's a 1, so we fail. We'll do this one. That's a 9, so we critical. Gain a jiggling lard. Can gain a courage and 3 insanity. We will not. We'll just take the jiggling lard. That's her. I'm trying to remember to do my things in the right spot now, so that because it makes a difference. And that's our second wound. So this has a wound reaction now with a wretch. So I'm going to swing with Wrath. She'll then dash away, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so let's do Wrath. In the flank. Hoo-hoo grub. Hitting on a... Okay, so let me check my proficiencies, my specializations. I have... How do I do this again? Progression, innovation. Okay, so I think the best way to do this is to actually just put them on this guy. So we've got specialization, axe. So we can reroll failed wound attempts. Won't be too many of those. Specialization, guitar. So we cancel the reaction. Specialization, sword. Yep. So that's it. Okay, so we're not, no, it's not sword mastery, do you know, it's spec. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so we cancel the reaction is the first one. We can choose the order and we can re-roll a failed wound attempt. Perfect. So we're hitting on a 2+. There's a 2. So we can choose the order. We'll do this one. And we can ignore this reaction. So this wound reaction doesn't trigger. But if we critical, we will do a lot of wounds. So we don't critical, but we do wound. So we do 1 wound. So we'll then have a look at what is next on top. It is another one. So we will surge. We hit. Can we critical? We fail. So because of our axe, we get to roll again. Into another fail. Boo! Yeah, what did I put him for? Whip? No, I put him for scythe. That's fun. I might get me weapon proficiency out and see what scythe is. So whip, yeah, it can move the top AI. Scythe is when you critically wound on a 6+, shuffle the hit location deck. Yeah, we'll go scythe. That's a useful thing to have, given that we haven't got a crest crown. Okay, what's on top of the deck? It's not a trap, but he'll move away anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do the chick with the greatest gax. I just need to spend some Bible surging. So hit, 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 including a perfect hit. Don't be the trap. Trap, trappity trap, oh yeah. So we've got a wound reaction, which will cancel the wound reaction. This is wounding on a 2+ and critting on a 9. No, critting on a 10, actually. So this one, yeah, of course we critical that one. Gain an active thyroid. Hi, I'd like to gax you a few questions. That's very good. That is a Ace Ventura reference. I didn't realize you were that old, Militides. Oh, that's a strange resource. Active thyroid. G'day, Gian. Here. Okay, so that's a wound, and it's savage, so that does 2 wounds, which is great. This one has a thingy reaction, so that's a wound. We can re-roll that one. We wounded on a 2+. I think I'd rather wait for that one if I fail that one. The likelihood that I fail that one is minimal, so we'll re-roll it. That's a wound. And into this one, it's a wound. So no failure. There is a failure reaction on top. We can surge. I think we surge. Three hits, including a perfect hit. 1, 2, don't be the trap. Ah, oh, you dickhead. Damn. I was hoping that the trap would be on top, but it wasn't to be. Full move the Gorm towards the attacker. The attacker suffers that much damage to the head location. 1, 2, 3. Turn the monster to face the most survivors, so that will be this way. And they will suffer monster level brain damage. So the prodigy is going to get a brain trauma. This is tragic for me. This is tragic. Oh, I hate this. All right, lucky blues into a 3. Thank goodness. Lose a level of weapon proficiency. We don't have any. It's actually either or, isn't it? Because it's... Oh, no, you're right. You're absolutely right, because the scout's there. Okay, cool. Well, that's much better for us. So the scout has a 3, loses a level of weapon proficiency. and is knocked down. This chick, she gains 1, 2, 3 brain trauma and is knocked down. And the red chick Locust gains 1, 2, 3 brain trauma and is knocked down. So that's it. We're going to leave our turn there. I don't think we need to go. We might as well go with the trap chick. We'll spend a survival to stand up. What do we got on top? A super dense. Yeah, we'll spend a survival from Hoo Hoo Grub to encourage Nephilia to stand up. Nephilia will just move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into there. And she will have a swing with the Stampede Glaive. Actually, she might dash to here. And then that way she gets an extra speed. Perfect. So she'll do that. Rolls a perfect hit. Rolls another hit. Hang on. Accuracy 2. No, not a hit. So super dense. The Gorm howls in pain and is knocked down. So he's knocked down. He's got Indom, so he's going to stand up straight away. But that's fine. We'll try and pick up the Lantern, actually, on an 8. I haven't pack leaded yet, no. We failed to pick up the Lantern, and instead we gain a -1 evasion token. Perfect. It's the Gorm's turn. He's going to get a turn. I didn't do as many wounds as I would have liked. Still got a few. So, all of our stuff resets. First thing he does is at the start of he's going to perform basic action. His target is this chick over here. So she's going to dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the Gormy will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think he's speed 9. 8, cool. Old boy. And then that goes away. And then he draws his AI card. And he draws... Oh, they do too. For the round, isn't it? Ah, I guess we'll have to do it again. That's such a great combo, though. That's such a sick combination. I mean, I haven't even worked out the best place to put Wrath yet, but it's definitely not on this leather set. It's on a thing that gives us +2 luck. So we're critting on 4s or something stupid. All right, what do we have? Headbutt, random threat in field of view and in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so Scout's the target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the Scout will dash. Or do we spend... No, the Scout will just dash. Boop. Gormy fails. Cool. Hey, Cindy. Okay, so that's the Gormy's turn. No, you don't get to combine them. You don't get to add deadlies together. You just have the best version of deadly. I think. I know that's how it works with deflect, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works there as well. Okay, so let's do my pack leader move first of all, which is with the yellow guy, Scarab the Prodigy. He's going to move, and he's going to give someone else the move. She's going to give someone else. So Scarab's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then she's going to dash to here. The person we're going to move is this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's fine. And then he'll have a swing. She'll have a swing. Actually, I'll do the Scout first. The Scout just wants to get out of the way. Just in case of a wretch. 1, 2, 3. Scout's done. Exactly, yeah. So it's literally just deadly. You take the best. Yeah. Which would have been cool. But yeah, I mean, it's good that the blue core doesn't do anything for Wrath. The red core does, which is great. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we're still okay with her. Yeah, she didn't need to go quite that far. So yeah, I'm actually just going to move to there and then swing with the greatest gax. So perfect hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, I think. Yep, because she's got +1 accuracy with axes. 1, 2, don't. 3, yes, what do we got? All right. This is a failure reaction, so we'll place that first and we'll cancel it with, nope, this is not the red survivor, so we can't cancel it with guitar. We roll a 1, we will re-roll using axe spec into a 9, which is not a critical because we don't have any luck there. I haven't used the screaming set, no. So that's 1 with the greatest gax. This one, that's a wound. This one we get +1 strength, but doesn't matter. That's a wound. So great work from the gax. Let's do the screaming set. So she's going to dash and then use her screaming thing. I think she can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then she'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She'll bump this guy to here, swing from there. So this is with the atomic lance in the blind spot. Perfect hits and a 7. So we get a failure reaction and a wound reaction. Now she has got Light Whisperer, so that doesn't help us. Okay, so she crits on a 9. So whatever she rolls on this, she can double tap. So that's a wound. Adds -3 toughness tokens. 1, 2, 3. And then we don't have to double tap it, so we won't. So we'll just do this one into a 5. It's a wound. So we're then going to retch, which is going to knock us back 1, 2 to there. What's on top? Okay, so I reckon we try for this deadly plan now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take it front on. Let's trust in the fact that I can roll a critical. So we'll roll to hit. We hit. We'll roll to crit. We crit. 1 -1 luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice work, Wrath. And we gain a random Gorm resource. Shells. Meaty rib. Oh, is it? Do you have to? Yeah, okay. That's a shame. Well, it's not a shame. It's great. We just kick the shit out of him. What's on top? It's not a trap. So we'll surge with the thing. We will... Do we hit with that, actually? Accuracy 2. Spec sword. No. Spec guitar. No. No, we miss on a 3. What a joker. Okay, well, I guess we probably just go with the Stampede Glaive. Yeah. Now we'll go the Atomic Lance in the rear. Surge. Hits twice. Could cancel the trap if it comes up, which it doesn't. 2+. I should actually check that. What's your strength? Red Survivor. 7 plus... Yeah, 15. 2+. It's a wound. It's not devastating. This one. That is a wound. And that is the end of the little level 3 Gormy Gorm. Sit down, little guy. Sit down. I didn't get a pyrolytic light. I've got a chick next to it that I could try with. No, she already tried. So yeah, we'll just fail. We'll just fail. So we will... Yes. Complete the showdown. 2 Hunt XP. Look at all of these wonderful things happening. Look at the 8 things. Look at it all. It's great. Let's return and advance the year. Before I do that though, let's mark off the weapon proficiencies. Nephilia did a wound with the Stampede Glaive. Yes. Locust did a wound with the spear, yes. Scarab did a wound with the axe, yes. Hoo did a wound with scythe, yes. Return and advance the year. On the timeline, we shan't be having a Gorm climate. What a tremendous day. It's a wonderful day. We get 8 Gorm resources, which goes to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we get 4 basics, a stomach lining, and a black lichen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So let's put the black lichen in the stomach lining. Excellent. And then we've got all of our stuff that we've got over here as well, which is crazy. So we've got a lot of gear. But we'll worry about that in a second. So yes, we remove Gorm Climate from the timeline thanks to defeating a level 3 with Song of the Brave. I don't think there was anything else we got out of that. That's it. So on the timeline, we have Bone Witch. I hate Bone Witch. Bone Witch could kill someone. So this one, card number 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the Plan in the Stone. Cool. This one. 6. 1, 2, 3. Cracks in the ground. I think we'll take Plan in the Stone. Oh yeah, we get the Gusk Knife. You. Do we get the Gusk Knife? Yay! Impacted Gusk. Oh, it's a perfect bone and an organ. Cool. So, Plan in the Stone is a very fun one. We do have pictographs, so nominate a survivor to decipher the stone. That survivor gains 1 understanding. They spend their time protecting the sapling and cannot depart or spend endeavours this lantern year. We'll give it to someone who that will be relevant for. Don't think there's many. Sure, Ramulus can just have a understanding. Good on you, Ramulus. Yes, we do need to do Irradiated and Dream Project. Well done. You're on fire tonight, Militides. I'm glad you're here. Did I get Dream Project out or did I not worry about it? I didn't get it out. All right. So Dream Project has to come first, actually. The other thing comes first. Oh, we got the Fig Sapling. We have got Butchery. Got Dream Schematics. That should be in our deck. Stone Stairs is in our deck. Alright, so Dream Schematics. We nominate a survivor must build the dream. It'll be one of the Nuffies. The Nuffy rolls a 2. Suffer the broken arm, severe injury. Good on you, Nuffy. You're crap. Yeah, the Fig Sapling, if you can roll a 9+ twice, you flip it and it turns into a fig tree, which increases your settlement limit. Consume, which is really good for gourmandists, and gain a survival. It's actually a really good one if you can afford to just throw some endeavours into it, which we might be able to, which is nice. Okay, let's see if our chick dies with Irradiated. So she gets +3 to this roll. She rolls a 9, which takes it to a 12. I think that means we get the bonus, don't we? Nullifying antibodies. If this roll causes your result to become an 11+, gain a permanent strength. So that's great. So who was it? It was Locust? No. Monmoth. So Monmoth gains a permanent strength. Fantastic. Cool. Okay, so I think that's it. Bone Witch. Let's do a Bone Witch. So I feel like this campaign's gone really well. I don't think there's much we could have asked for that we haven't had go our way. And as we get into the third portion of the campaign, we can really start to focus on. I basically want to have 30 survivors if I can, 30 good survivors, and then I want to have 30 weapons. So if I can do that, and it doesn't necessarily matter what armor they've got, because I'll be able to take quite a few Marrowists in there. But the 30 weapons is the key. I'm going to be able to make 3 black thoughts. I can definitely make a second black sword now that I've got that handed skull. So they're good. The Atomic Lance is unique. Wrath is unique. But yeah, there's lots of things. So yeah, I'll look at the Gusk knives and see if they're worthwhile. What am I rolling that for? Oh, the Bone Witch. Okay, that was a 4. The most insane returning survivor. All non-deaf returning survivors gain 3 insanity. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 for Militides. And who is it? The most insane returning survivor. Nephilia is going to be the most insane returning survivor. Almost certainly. Yep, so she rolls a 4. So she's going to suffer this thing. So she rolls an 8. So she suffers -4 accuracy and gains +4 strength. Great. Sounds excellent. Good on you, Nephilia. That's a bit of a shame. She was tracking along nicely. That's okay. Locust. 1, 2, 3. Scarab. And Hoo Hoo Grub. Okay, so we're in good shape. So Bone Witch is done, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, we've got a showdown with the Manhunter. Perfect. So we'll do our Innovate, and I'll do the stuff first. Let's check this out, because if we get Saga, it's a pretty easy choice. So first one is Albedo, not taking Albedo. Settlement Watch, not taking Settlement Watch. Scrap Smelting, it's a possibility. Forbidden Dance, it's probably Scrap Smelting. I mean, this is not bad. Departing survivors gain 2 survival when they depart for a nemesis encounter or a special showdown. And actually, Settlement Watch does give us a benefit when we do the Sonorous Rest, I think. Is it Settlement Watch or is it the other one? No, it's War Room. Okay. When do I take the Crimson Candy? This is the question. Do I have any survivors with actual severe injuries that I want to get rid of? Yeah, so we'll take Scrap Smelting. Can build ourselves a blacksmith should we want to. Yeah, when someone returns with Goth, we can. So yeah, we've got the thing that allows us to do the candy. Yeah, it's like, don't know, do I want to wait and get full value out of it? That's the thing. I haven't got any severes. I haven't got a severe in a while. Nothing there. Okay, Xylo Troops comes back next year, and we can clear the dislocated shoulder, or we can clear the deaf, which is 1, and then Xylo Troops becomes reasonably okay. and that's it. There's no one else I care about. So I was just kind of waiting for maybe that. Yeah, I think we can hold on for one more turn, one more year, I guess. So let's enter in our resources. So a impacted gusk, and we'll add the gusk knife pattern. Question marks. So hide we'll get rid of, love juice we'll keep, perfect hide we'll keep. Gormy ones, we got a dense bone, we got a stout hide, we got a stout heart, we'll get rid of the stout heart, stout hide, jiggly lard, dense bone, acid gland, and a handed skull. So I think we can get rid of, oh no, over here I've got a jiggling lard, a meaty rib, that monster bone we'll archive for our innovate, a hide and a crab spider, a thyroid and a broken lantern. Okay, we got a love juice as well here. So love juice, hide, broken lantern, hide, crab spider, active thyroid. Gorm's great. I love everything about the Gorm. He's just genuinely interesting, and he's very lucrative, but he also wants a lot of resources, you know, like to make his armor sets 3 stout hide for just the body piece. You know, so it's a real challenge. Do you try to save up for it? A lot of people don't recommend it. I actually think the armor set's very, very good, because you can do this with it, which basically, yeah, I already added the black lichen, I think. Yep. Because the regen suit lets you heal any wounds, which is crazy. Absolutely obscene. I love him. Isn't that black, the resin sword plus the atomic lance the best combo? It is awesome. I'm so happy with that combo. Alright, so we're going to face off against a Manhunter. I don't think we'll be visiting any more Gorms unless I look at this Gusk knife and decide that it does really good things, and I want to push for a second Gusk knife. But I think the reality for us is we just need to push black Screaming God as much as we can. Okay, patterns. And it is called a Gusk knife. You're allowed to make 2 of them. Okay, what is blindside? No, because you can't critical him unless you use the gambler token. And if you do, then yes, you automatically kill him. Okay, Gusk knife paired. Yep, 3/7 plus blindside. So blindside is if you're attacking from the blind spot. I can't remember. What is it? Has Scribe Guy updated this? So when you wound, so it's going to be strength 7 plus 7. It's not sharp. It is bone, so we could put it in the bone earrings. It probably doesn't quite make the cut, I don't think, for the Parasite Queen weapon. Probably just falls a little short. It's fine, but yeah. Okay. So we got some cool survivors with cool stuff happening. So let's do those cool survivors right now with their things. Okay, so Hoo Hoo Grub gets a philosophy. We can put, we could surgical precision it actually. That's a possibility. Making it sharp takes it over the marker that we need it to be at. And reflexes seems okay. Yep, okay, that's got possibilities because we will be able to get surgical precision on a survivor. Yep, okay, so we can choose one of these. So what do we want our Hoo Hoo Grub to be? Our collective cognition is 40. I think the ambitionism rivalry becomes 41. Yeah, okay. So do we make him an ambitionist? And while we still can? I think so. I think we make them an ambitionist. That does mean they go away, but we don't have to get them till the end there. There's some good knowledges in there. Or do we just go Marrowism and trust in, because we've got that, the dude with the cutthroat. Yeah, okay, let's go Marrowism. I think that's a better option, actually. So we'll spend the Lumi to make her a Marrowist. And maybe we'll, it's a trick because I can't do any more ambitionists at all after this year because of this. Then we'll get rivalry, and I don't want that. So actually, you know what we might do? We might do this in a different order. So let's actually do the facist first, which is Nephilia. And see if we can pick ourselves up a stone face engraver. So, faceism. It's a Lantern 10. We gain an Endeavour. That'd take us to 7 because we had to Endeavour at the bone, which, damn, no stone face engraver. Okay. Gains a Lumi. Goes to that. Gains Sculpture. Damn, I really would have liked that. So we'll spend her Lumi 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will let someone choose their philosophy. And then we can draw 2 cards from the deck with a philosophy lecture, which will cost us 2 Lumi as well. So we'll do that on her as well. Yep, cool. That's not a bad idea. There's actually only one person who's actually gaining a philosophy this year, which is Scarab. Not Scarab, Hoo Hoo. So yeah, it's either I could mentor someone else to be an ambitionist. I really like the idea of this guy getting Marrowism, but I think I'm gonna go this other way. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go ambitionism here. It's the last chance. We're gonna select our tenant knowledge. So, and then I've got a 2 flip for the next person if I decide to do one. It's a Lantern 10. Come on, baby! We are at collective cognition 37. Indeed we are. So we get to choose whatever knowledge we want to be our tenant knowledge. Oh, yeah. So possible options, not adrenaline. Osteophage is obviously a strong possibility. Joint array as a tenant seems cool. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's cool. High roller, yeah. It's a torment though, I don't like that. Sword and shield. Pack leader could be good. Definitely not legion. Yeah, alright. I think these are our best options. I'm leaning towards osteophage. Unyielding's great. Stoneheart's great. Joint array? It's interesting. Yep. So that's cool. Gains of courage and 3 Lumi. You're right, they don't need a raid because they've got Qatar. They're the first person to attack each round. So realistically, we should be giving them the Atomic Lance because they've got Qatar. Yeah, so I think it's Osteophage or Marrow Monarch. Let's go Osteophage. Yep, it's the safest choice. It's the safest choice. All right, that's fine. Pack leader would be good, but yep, cool. All right, so that ambitionist is done, and we don't have to worry about another fight. Another fight with the friends. Okay, so that's done. The Faces is done. We've got a level 2 Lanternism. This will be great. Level 2 Lanternism. Collective Cognition 25. Gain the Graves Principle. Yes! That's what I wanted. Gain a Lumi. And we could add Haunted to the timeline. We could gain Light Eater. Gain a Lumi. Lantern Souls. Alright, we roll a 6. And that gets us Insanity equal to the settlement's death count. I think we're at 9. And we gain Light Eater. Do we want Light Eater? I don't think so. We'll just put Light Eater. Yeah, you get... It's awesome. Fuck, I love Lanternism. Okay. Cool. I don't need her to go out anymore, I don't think, but we want her to get Spear. And she'll actually be going out against the boss. Last person is Millipede, going to Collectivism 4. Fantastic. What do you get at Collectivism 4? Blink and it's gone. Gain 2 endeavors. Holy shit, we're up to 9 endeavors. Collectivism and collective toil is diggity. Bomb diggity. Alright, we'll roll a dice. Let's use the pink dice for collectivism goodness. It's a 7. Oh my god, if you rolled an 8 to 9, you get Birth of a Savior and Gain a Dream, set your Hunt XP to 0. You can just keep going. That is sick. Nominate the survivor with less Hunt XP than you. Set their attributes equal to your own. Give yourself to the settlement, spending your energy to bring out its best. Search the knowledge deck for 3 knowledges and add them to the forum. Fantastic. Let's do the forum now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can add any... Oh, there's surgical precision. Glorious. What 3 do we want? Oh, fuck. Stoneheart's very good. We're probably going to put Joint Array on the sculpture this year. So, what else? Yeah, Surgical Precision. Desperate Strike's good for $2. For $2, it's a good little one. 8 eyes at 3. I mean, you don't need that many out there, but it's fine. High roller actually might be worth putting out. Pack leader. We'll put out pack leader. Yep, so we won't put out 8 eyes. Collectivism, level 4. Nominate the survivor with less hunt XP than you. Set their attributes to your own. So Millipedes has a luck. Look at that. 2, 5, 3, 1. So let's go down here and pick a Nuffy and give them some new life. Could give Alyssa, who's got Monster Hoarder style and Quixotic. Now let's go Louse. So 2, 5, 2, 1. And she's now a real genuine possibility to go out on a hunt. Okay, so I don't need the trepanning. I don't need the bloodletting. Butchery, yes. Then nightmare training, yes, and that will get a spear. Dream schematics we've already done. Drums we don't need to do. Don't need to get Gorm Chemi. Might make leather. Okay. So we'll probably make a love juice. Statue. Cool. So we'll statue, we'll make a love juice. The statue we're going to put a joint array. And the person who's going to lose that is... Yeah, don't think we've got anyone down there that can take it. Trigona is going to lose joint array and skip the next hunt. Yep. So we'll make a love juice by ditching an organ, which will be this here. And then I think we go for the butchery plan. So let's just use this active thyroid on my chick with spear 6, which is locust. Hasn't gained butchery yet. No. So we'll give her that. And then she will do a nightmare training. 1, 2, 3. It's one of our endeavors. So butchery, yep, cool. So nightmare train, that's a 4, so we'll spend a survival. Into a 7. Oh, where's me lights in the sky? Spend a survival. Into a 10. She gains a strength or a fucking thing. We'll take a strength. She'll nightmare train again. 1, 2, 3. Come on, Deno. That's a 5. She'll spend a survival. That's a 4. She'll spend a survival. That's a 6. She'll spend a survival. This is her last chance. 8. Spear mastery added to the settlement. Okay. Well, still 6 endeavors to go. Well, let's try for this. Let's try for the plant in the stone. Let's try and double tap the thing on a 9+. G'day, Tom. All right, so our first attempt is a 9. Nope, to 5. Our next attempt is an 8. Oh. Our next attempt is a 6. Oh, our next attempt is a 9. All right, so we got one endeavour to go. Do we try and jank it? Or do we push for something else? I don't think we need to do Shrine. I don't think we need to do anything else. Yes, we'll just try and get another 9. Come on, Dano. Dano. Oh. What's the thing called again? Fig sapling. Fig tree. Yeah! Okay, who are we going out with? No. Sorry, sorry, Dan. Don't worry. That's not a cheat. I know exactly what I'm doing there, mate. I'm doing a great job. So this event, we just get Fig Sapling, which is this little card here. I'll go over to this one so you can read it. So you can then spend an endeavour to do a deep root massage. And then if you do the deep root massage and you roll a 9+, the sapling grows. And if you do it a second time, you flip it and it becomes the fig tree. And you get all this great stuff out of it. So we weren't cheating. We were just doing that. This event, if you have pictographs, gets you the sapling. That's all. So, sorry to disappoint. Not cheating again. Sorry, mate. I know you like catching me. All right, let's buy some of these knowledges right now. So I think we go let's actually make the Gusk knife now that we've got surgical precision. That's okay. I trust you completely. What does the Gusk knife need, actually? Organ, scrap, impacted gust, acid gland. Is that worth it? Maybe not. This requires 3 iron and a black lichen. That's a hefty reward, but you do get an organ of your choice. We'll use this when we get to Screaming God, so we can actually pick some organs off of his corpse before he has a dip. No, you're wonderful, mate. I like it when people catch me doing the wrong thing because it means I'm learning how to be better at the game. But also like when people try to catch me doing the wrong thing and I'm right. That's also good. All right, so this is going to be great for Celestrina. Let's send out the Gourmandist. Let's send her out there. We definitely want to send out Nat because she's got Freeform Dancer, so we want to level her up. I don't think we send out the Collectivist for the last time, or do we? So we can ambush this clown. Do we ambush the clown with her? We want to go out with Scarab so that we can get our next level up. Scarab can depart. Hoo we can go out with now as well, which would be great. And I think our next person we want to try for, what proficiency we want to go for here? I've got so many fucking options right now. It is crazy. Yeah, let's send her out. She can be our scout. That's fine. Great. Okay, so let's work out these gear grids. Okay, so our Hoo Grub, who is our red survivor, we probably do go with the Wrath plan, which means, and because they're an osteophage, I can ditch all this rubbish and we can just make this happen. Now, they are an osteophage, but they've also got iridescent hide. So we do want to gain some stuff if we can. Get rid of that, Dano. You're an idiot. Okay, so making Wrath sharp feels very much not required. Making this sharp, however, feels like a very good plan. as we are getting closer to this weapon actually needing to be sharp to do anything. Dried acanthus definitely. Nuclear knuckle doesn't really help us, but we do need a left facing red. So we can do that. And then a green power core, we could go here. And how do we get a green, left facing green? Could put grease. Okay, so that seems like a really shitty grid until you look at the armor that we're going to have on this guy. So this is going to be a new Marrowist. This is going to be red Marrowist. And so I got to do this. This is annoying the crap out of me. Okay, so that's a monster tooth necklace. That is a dried acanthus. That is wrath. That is a monster grease. And that is a green power core. G'day, Nautical. I hate to tell you, mate, but we actually filmed that in April. So that was filmed a little while ago. 2 luck, 1 evasion, 1 strength, 2 survival on departure. That, by my count, should get us 9 armor at all locations. What a legend, hoo-hoo grub. So that we will turn back into a dried acanthus because we need them to survive. Perfect. Yes, television, it's wonderful. Does amazing things. Was a cool experience. I'm excited for everyone to get to watch it and see how much fun we had. We had a really good time, actually. Scarab's all good. Celestrina. So she is also wanting to wield that set. Okay, so Celestrina is an Axe Master. So do I start her? No. Scarab isn't 6 points away from Axe. Maybe we do some weapon. Oh no, I did the fixed sapling. That's a fine. I should start chasing club actually. So black sword up here is just out and out good. That's probably fine. And atomic lance down here seems fine. Hey Paul, hope you're doing well also, mate. I've started watching your how to play Revenant video in preparation for learning to play Revenant. So very excited. And yeah, hope you're doing well. So this chick's got leprosy. This chick can do anything. She's not going to level up Gormandism for another 2, but yeah, we take her out now. Looks like fun. Did you enjoyed it, or Revenant? Was it a good experience? Did the Voidfall theming come through enough for you to enjoy it? Okay. So she's going to use this Greatest Gax because she's got Dark Eye and she does perfect hits with that. This guy has Axe spec. So we actually go back to this this approach. Does it feel good though? Did you enjoy it, or is it not really floated your boat? 3, 4, blue charm, shield, braces. Excellent. And that's also an axe, so we can use that. Fantastic. All right, so you can go into screaming. Fantastic. Fantastic. Ditching that because we're not doing that with Wrath anymore. Ditch that. So, okay, I think I've got a screaming set up here. Okay, blue charm. Stampede glaive. Yeah, this plan feels pretty good. Then we've got double trap cancelling. The only thing I don't like is that we have not got a lot of toughness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is a round leather shield. Yep, good. Okay. No, I just fucked it. Oh, that's all right. We need to rebuild it. Screaming glaive. Cool. All right, there's that. So that's 1 luck on departure. We're not getting 2 survival. So 4 at all locations. Perfect. So she is rocking the black sword. Okay. Leather, black sword. Leather shield. Leather braces. All right, we're fighting a manhunter. Yeah, we're gonna go for freeform dance. That's why I'm taking this chick out, so we can try and level that up. Leather boots, monster grease, chest, regal helm. My favourite thing, the regal plume, black sword. It is synchronic attacks as well. Yeah, it's such a good little thing when you can level it up. So 2 evasion, no luck, 2 survival, +2 survival, +2 insanity on departure, and leather armor. Fantastic. We're underway. We're ready to go. All right. So I've got me manhunter out. So that guy's in that. She's got red witches do. Seer does. So being able to just ignore one of her hits sounds totally fine. So there's a few things that make it worthwhile, I think. It's not a great knowledge, but there's situations enough. And I think if you were playing in campaigns that had those things, it's a fun little one to put in there because it does actually give you something to try and chase down, which is neato. That would be good. Yes, that's what we call living the dream right there. I can buy some knowledges. I should buy a high roller. I'll buy a high roller on someone, just so we can take them out on the gambler. Let's buy it on one of the newbies. So Hoo Grub, no. Louse is going to buy High Roller. High voltage. High voltage. Rock and roll. All right, Manhunter, make you work hard. Yeah, a little lousy. So we've got one random terrain card. We are going to add Gritty Armament Full Stride in this one, which is neato. Which is the things, the stakes, the pit traps. So we've got gun action, we've got tombstone, we've got gritty armament, we've got full stride. Now we're not going for punt this campaign. I was thinking about it before. I actually dislike the punt as a, for me anyway, as a thing, because it's like, do I really need help? So gritty armament is add the stakes. I think if I was struggling to make it through a campaign, it'd be a neato one to add. It's fun to go after, and it can make the early game pretty fun. But yeah, I don't need the help. I'm happy enough to punt something and then give that to Jay to try and use. So he can lose it in the first fucking fight. Legendary, bowl, A, B, B, B. Cool. One of these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't have any tokens at this level, so we don't get to do anything fun with Wrath. I could get Trophy Taker and punt it. Wouldn't that just be absolutely bizarre? Wouldn't that be a bizarre world to live in? To just get Indoms in the first Lantern year and make some indomitable weapons to take in Lantern year 1. You'll level up your shield proficiency quick smart with that one too. Yeah, that's the type of stuff that's really fun to do the first time you do it. Like I think I put Vespertine Bow in the first time, and even that was busted enough. You know, just getting crits on everything because you put a luck charm and you're underway with your Vespertine Bow, critting on 8s, 7s if you get the Graves bonus. And so you just start critting everything. Just, yeah, crazy. All right, Manhunter, ready to roll. What do we got on top? We've got a super dense rippling abs. Hey, Manhunter, I got some bad news for you, buddy. You're getting ambushed. Ambush. Grimjaw is a great one, actually. Grimjaw is a great choice. Yeah, and I say this, I don't begrudge anyone who does perfect punt. You can still put it in there, you just can't use it in the first prologue fight. So it just goes into your settlement storage. And then you have it from Lantern year 1. And again, it's just massive, massive upskilling of the amount of resources you get. Okay, so we depart for the Manhunter, and then we will apply arrival bonuses, and we will gain 3 survival. So there's a reflex on top if the attacker is adjacent. Yeah. Have we got a... Okay, so our Regalist has... Yeah, Scav Kit's good. Crest Crown would be glorious. Regalist has... Strength 5, so we've got Celestrina, no problems. Our Ambitionist is fine. So we definitely want to get Pack Leader. We haven't triggered Megalophobia. Hoo Grub, 8 Eyes, Osteophage, yep. Selfless Osteophage, yep, perfect. Just Stitchophobia, traumatized. So she has got squeamish, so she's fine because she's got... Oh no, she can't depart with stinky gear. That sucks. Alright, well, she's just going to lose 2 evasion, and then we'll put a... I don't know. I don't know why I'm worrying about this. This is going to be the most irrelevant. So our random terrain card is Acanthus plants. Shan't be putting them down. Okay, let's kick off with what toughness is this guy? This Manhunter is toughness 11. Okay, you're in real fucking good shape, mate. Not. Oh, goodness me. All right, let's start with the chick with, I don't know, greatest gax. This town ain't big enough for some of us, mate. Yeah, he is in huge trouble, this guy. In absolute huge trouble. Okay, here we are. This is how I'm going to set up. I want this guy to attack us with the gun. Shoot us with the gun. Toughness 11. Hello, Kyle. You've missed some glorious stuff. All right, we'll swing with the greatest gax to start us off. Greatest gax on Celestrina. She did consume when we departed to gain a strength token because she's glorious. So let's see if she can get a perfect hit. She can on an 8. Does a 2+ hit with Specialization Axe. No. But we have the perfect hit, which means this wounds on a 2+. It automatically wounded on a 2+. We're not adjacent, but we can re-roll that thanks to Axe thingy. So we wound. It's not savage. The reflex doesn't trigger because we're not adjacent. What's on top? Another reflex. We'll surge with the greatest gax. So many guys. There's another thing. It's only 1 hit. Here's a reflex. It's first strike. We wound, so we can't re-roll the failed wound attempt. So he's going to reflex. He's going to move to us. We're going to suffer a severe injury with +1 to the result. Guess what? She's got leprosy. No, it doesn't help. Oh shit, leprosy is terrible for this demo. Oh, it's so bad. I shouldn't have attacked with her on this one. Oh, this is terrible. What are you doing, Deno? This is awful stuff. This is stupid behavior. All right, I'll roll this in if it matters. Okay, I roll a lantern 10 on the body. Thank goodness. That is just really bad play from me. I'm getting cocky because we've got so much stuff. Yeah, I'm getting cocky here. We've got so much stuff happening that I'm forgetting basic things. In my head, I thought she had the tough, so +2. That's the other chick that I had in purple. Okay, body goes to a 7. Ruptured spleen. Skip the next hunt. Gain 2 bleeding tokens. Cool. A vicious body blow. Okay, that one's gone. Trap. Nah, wound. Okay, we'll do the Stampede Glaive. She's gonna dash. It actually becomes a... No, it was a 10 that goes down to a 7 because she's also got a systemic pressure. It's bad. So run forward, slam with our thing. So we've got 2 speed attack with the Stampede Glaive, a perfect hit and another 9. So the Stampede Glaive. So Celestrina's done. She'll actually move away. She surged. Dash. Oh, it does become an 8. Yeah, what's that? 8 is a broken rib. We can sleep on a bed for that. Or we could use the thing. We might use the thing. the Manhunters thing. Okay, 2 hits here. Trap. Okay, this is our trap guy that we can cancel it on a 7 or also on a 6. So the first one is a Lantern 10. So we cancel the trap. That gets shuffled back in. Or the regen suit. Yep. There's so many. Severe injuries are great. As long as she doesn't die, she literally doesn't die. Okay, that's a first strike. So if we roll a 9, we critical here. No, it's actually a 8 or something. Anyway, that's an 8. Yeah, so that's 2 criticals. And she'll use pack leader as well on that thing. So we'll just move this guy 1, 2, 3 to there. Okay, so he's down to toughness 10, by the way, and he's just had the mangled groin and the prey disorder and gained 3 survival. Sweet. Great work, Stampede Glaive. You've been tremendous. So we can knock the Manhunter down now. Oh, let's just do this with the Scout. Let's just do this with the Scout. Scout goes 1, 2, 3. We will spend all of our survival on the Scout, minimum 3. Oh, look, she's got 3 from the first aid kit to use Heroic. Standing adjacent to the monster and have 3 survival, you spend it all to do 1 automatic hit that inflicts a critical. So this gets critical. We gain 2 red vial, strange resources. We do a wound and the Manhunter's knocked down. Trap is on top, but that's no problems. Scout's done. She's done. Let's do the chick with the regal plume. It's her act. She'll spend 2 insanity, and she'll just put that trap right on the bottom. Okay, let's dance. It's nice to know that there's no more traps. We'll swing with the black sword. She's got a bonus speed. That's a 4-speed attack with the black sword. That's a perfect hit, a hit, and it's a 5+. We're in the rear, so that's 4 hits with the black sword. This is a sword master. Oh, it's actually +1 speed because she's a sword master, isn't she? I'm pretty sure she's a sword master as well. It is! 5 hits with the black sword, hitting on a 2+. 1, there's no trap. 2, there's a reflex. 3, 4, 5. All right, roll 1d10 and add your evasion. This is from the stake. It's a first strike and it's impervious. Our evasion is only 2. However, we do not suffer bash because we're awesome. So we do suffer bleed 1 and 4 damage to a random hit location, but thanks to our leather armor, we don't suffer bash. So that's now archived. Staked, gone. Okay, I can do these in any order. That's a reflex, spend survival. That's a reflex, spend survival. This is if greater than the attacker's insanity. So that's reflex is nothing. So yeah, we'll just roll the hit and decide. This is on the first one, isn't it? Sword spec. When attacking, after drawing, and then select. Limit once per attack. Cool. It's a wound. That reflex doesn't trigger. It's a wound. That failure doesn't trigger. It's a wound. We can spend 3 survival, or 2 survival, no, 3, or suffer a severe hand injury with +2 to the result. I'll spend 3 survival. This one, it's a critical, gain a skull basic resource. First strike does go before sword proficiency, yes, you are absolutely correct. So skull, we'll give her the insanity, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 there. So yeah, what a fun time we're having, Manhunter. Tell you what, how about we surge? How about we surge? Swing again. 5 speed. 1 miss, can you believe? But we get 4 other hits. Do we have a stake? There's a stake. 2, 3. Ah, the death blow would have been nice. 4. Okay, this stake, do we roll an 8? No, so we suffer another bleed. We suffer another damage to the boots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another bleed, but we ignore the bash because we're legendary. That stake gets archived. This is an impervious. We could gain his hat. We could do a tombstone, but we'll do that last. So the toughness to wound, that's a wound. This one, that's a wound. It's not a crit, so he does his reflex. Full move the Manhunter and turn to face. Attacker suffers a waste injury with +1 to the result. So we roll a 1, but we will use our Drydocanthus to ignore that. And then this one has a reflex, perform and tombstone. Sure. Oh, that was impervious. So tombstone, he's going to turn to face. It's a 2-speed attack. 1 hits. We can't dodge that one. Yeah, I didn't take the wound for the next one. So that is hit to the body, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. And once again, we ignore bash. Oh, we've got parasite rolls. Yes. Okay, so we did a severe injury on her. Yes, parasite. Parasite. When the feeling's gone and you can't move on, it's a parasite. All right, she gets, a sympathetic sternum. Okay, so that means she needs to get another one. The lingua loose. At the end of your act, if you are not hushed, you discourage all other survivors. Okay, so the way we're going to play that is at the end of her act, she's going to move into the scout, give the scout her thing, and then when the scout acts, she's going to pass it back to her. So we don't have anything there, and she moved with pack leader, so that's all fine. So we had another severe injury on her with the Drydocanthus. That's a 7. No there. Okay, so, and I haven't had any other severe injuries. Have I? Yes, no, I have. I know that was her. Haven't had any others. Cool. I don't think I'm chasing weapon proficiencies with Celestrina. I am with Scarab, so that's nice. And Nat, what a champion. Yeah, that's how you get around these fuckers. That's how you get around them. And the Acanthus, yep. Okay, so hasn't had a turn yet, and he's got 7 wounds left. What's on top of the deck? A failure reaction. Great. So we're going to go with my guy with Wrath. So he'll move to here. Wrath's hitting on a 2+. That's a perfect hit. Doesn't do anything for us. Do we fail? No, we don't. We do a wound. We don't crits. So we don't fail. We'll surge with Wrath. So we hit. What is it? Oh, it's a stake. Okay, do we want to do that? Yeah, that's fine. He's got 3 evasion. 5 is an 8, so he ignores that. That's fine. Waste of the surge with that. There is a reflex. Cool. Okay, that's the end of our turn. And it's now the Manhunter's turn. Yeah, I rolled the Acanthus. I rolled a 7. All right. Well, if he picks up... So he starts the thing by doing Tombstone with all the adjacent threats in facing. So I'm going to dash. I might not worry about that. You know, I want this chick to take the attacks, but I don't want her to do the thing. Yep. Okay, so she will dash to here. He's in a tombstone. This guy, 2 speed. 1 hit will dodge the other one. So tombstone fucks off. No bash. So we'll now draw the next, or the first AI card. It is an Endless Barrage. It's a random threat, gun action. Okay. So I'm going to roll a dice here, and on a 1 or a 2, it's the chick with Freeform Dancer. Actually, no, let's feel it. Let's feel it. I feel 7, 8. We're going to roll 7, 8. It's going to be the random chick. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I deno it up? Oh, it's a 3. Okay, 1, 2. It's a scout. So he turns to face the scout, full moves towards the target, perform gun action, and just keeps firing. So gun action is 2 speed. See you, John. A 3 is a miss and 8 is a hit. So we go again. Oh no, we actually roll extra 2 speed. Miss, miss. Okay, so 1 hit so far. 1 hit. Cool, man. Your single gun action does 3 damage to the scout's body. However, Gorm Climate is nice. No, you have to have Song of the Brave and defeat a Gorm, full stop. It doesn't need to be a level 3. Is it level 3? It might be a level 3. But yeah, you need to have Song of the Brave and defeat a Gorm. Then we suffer the gun action damage from the level 3. But yeah, when you get rid of it, it's very nice. Not have to worry about that. That's a shame. It would be cool to have gun action. I wonder if I try and take the rest of these out and then just let Freeform Dancer go off. That's a crazy plan. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right, Black Sword guy. Everyone else is going to run away. Black Sword guy is just going to... sorry, we've got an extra... Yep, so that's 4 hits with the Black Sword guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can roll our wound and attempt to see what we get. We get a 4, so we'll do this one, wound reaction. If the attacker is adjacent, we will spend 3 survival. 1, 2, 3. Actually, we probably should have done this failure reaction first. Anyway, we'll do that one. So that's an 8, which is a wound. 1, 2. This one is a 4, which is a wound, but that is going to be a reflex. Full move the Manhunter onto the space occupied by the attacker. Good luck, Kyle. Smash him. Absolutely smash him. Hoo Grub's going to surge and then dash. Hits and... Oh, why is that on top? That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. Okay, it doesn't get stuck. So moving away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving away, 1, 2, 3. So this guy's then going to move onto this space occupied by us, knock us back, and that's it, unfortunately. So he's got 2 wounds. Got 2 things happening. Okay, what's on top? Super nets. Yep, okay. So we go back in here. We hit on 2. We critical, so he's knocked down. Doesn't have any tokens, so that's done. Everyone else is just running away. Boop. We can use Pack Leader now as well, because we've leveled it up to level 2, which says if you move 12 plus spaces during your act, gain a progress. So we will dash during her act, and then we'll... Yeah, cool. So she'll move 12 spaces. He is in Dom, yeah, doesn't matter. Gains a progress. Okay, so it's his turn. So he's going to start by tombstoning. Let's get this guy tombstoned. So it's a 2-speed attack. Hits once on a 7. Yep. We'll get bash, knocked down, and suffer 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're knocked down. He now does Endless Barrage. It's a random threat in field of view. So let's assume I'm not a complete pillock. And I did this. And this guy's knocked down. So that's the only threat that's in field of view, turning to face. 4 speed from the gun action. Yep. And these are all hitting on 4s, 6s, and he gets to re-roll these. So that's 1 hit. And because of that 1 hit, we ignore it. Oh my god, this is the best. And we level up Freeform Dancer. I'm just going to level this up. I've moved enough to do that. So we level to Freeform Dancer 2. Oh yeah, on a 6+, we ignore the hit. We don't, so we do suffer the hit. And that is to the waist. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he does actually shoot us a second time. That hits. That hits third time. That hits fourth time. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, so he's got 3 more. Head, boots, boots. Okay, so the head, we're knocked out. The boots, we can't dodge, and we didn't block it. So we have a severe injury on the boots. So we might have another thing at this point as well. Severe injury. 3 systemic pressure? Why have they got 3 systemic pressure? That's a 5. A 5 on the legs. Oh, that's hamstrung, isn't it? Hamstrung. Perfect. On a 6+, ignore a hit, yeah. So that was, we had to level it up to get that. Oh, it just says when you're targeted. Actually, yeah, you're right. Anyway, it's fine. I'll see if I get a Parasite on a 9+. No Parasite. So all we got to do now, we just need to do 1 wound, or 2 wounds, 1 wound. So I'm going to surge with Wrath in the middle of this person's thing. We hit, we wound. It's a critical, so we gain a Crimson Vial. The Crimson Vial is actually heal a severe injury too, I think. Yeah, and the good news is we now get to use the thing. Crimson Vial, consume this to remove all bleeding tokens and any severe injury of your choice. Nice. Okay, well, everyone gained their proficiency points. Didn't need one. Didn't need one. Got one. Got one. And that's it. So we shall return from the showdown. God, I love Regal Plume. 1 hunt XP. So the Crimson Vial, and I'm going to do the Crimson Candy thing. Amazing. So we've got a thing over here. This has been a great session. We're doing so well in this campaign. Now we just need to finish it off strongly and get all of the weapons that we need, so that every survivor can walk in there with a chance at wounding the Parasite Queen. That's my plan. Open Moor has no risk. Regale the masses. How many music and thingy endeavors do we have? 1. What are they? Music and education. 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 endeavours, so we can't possibly get the thing for that. Yes, you're right. Let's do, we'll do irradiated first. She gets no wounds but no strength. And then, yeah, Dream Project is the first innovation that we have to do. So we'll do that in a second. Regale the masses. We can get a blood-curdling tail. Departing survivors this lantern year with 2 or less hunt XP gain +1 permanent movement. I don't mind that. That would require an 8+. But a 4+ gets us survive with Quixotic. We'll take open more. I'd like to get that a little bit closer. So, just in case. So open more. Yeah, 16's rough. If I had a few more, it might be worthwhile. What do we get from this guy actually at this level for defeating him? We get something special, don't we? Yeah, we get Tools of War. Oh my god, I forgot we get the thing that makes 3 evasion. Okay, what's the story event? The Outcast returns. Okay, let's do Tools of War. Because we did actually get that from him. Search the corpse. We gain the tool belt. Nominates a victorious survivor to be the veteran. I nominate Hoo Hoo Grub to be the veteran. Yep, we don't want Seasoned Hunter, so... what's that? Gain is Torment, I think. Stupid. Cool, so we'll roll on Understand the Meaning of War. We roll 6 Trailblazer Fighting Art. And in addition, if it's afraid of... Yep, fine, nothing at all. But we get the War Room Innovation. Yeah, Tool Belt's always good. Tool Belt is still good in this day and age. Combine it with Leyline Walker. War Room. Survival limit increase, it's great. Cool. So we'll just grab the tool belt from the Manhunter and then we'll move on with our lives. There it is. We'll consume the Hunter's Heart to get Bleeding Heart and then we'll do the Outcast Returns. So yeah, Hunter's Heart we consume, which gains us the Crimson Candy Innovation. We have a Confectioner's Crisis. Oh, it is too. You're right. You're right. It's the have to roll on the thing, isn't it? Oh yeah. Okay, we'll roll on that. It's a 7. It's the Death Tension Headache is the name of it. Yeah, good call. Okay, so Death Tension Headache. Lose all once per lifetime rerolls and skip the next hunt. Oh no. Yeah, Death Tension Headache. Fine. We had a Drydocanthus if we rolled the 1, so that would have been okay. That sucks. I hate it when you have to get a fighting art when you don't have a choice. Hang on, I got to nominate that survivor, didn't I? Why would I nominate him? Returning survivor. I'm not going to nominate him. He does not need to be not one. I'll nominate the chick who has who's not going out again, the sword chick. Skip next hunt. Perfect. Because I want this guy to be getting as many things as we can. Alright, so we have a confectioner's crisis. We gain a permanent accuracy and understanding. We heal all permanent injuries for up to 2 survivors. So the person who is the confectioner's crisis is whomever we want. So we could give this chick here. You're right, yep. Shruti had, perfect. So Nephilia, I could give her an accuracy and an understanding. She's not a bad choice. Celestrina loses her broken rib because of the regen suit. And then the person who got that severe injury, who the fuck was that? Not Scarab. It was Nat. Would she get hamstrung? Yeah, so we'll clear her hamstrung, and then we're actually going to clear the deaf on Xylo Troops, who's just turned back up as well. So Xylo Troops has returned from their sojourn. No, available. And we'll clear their deaf. Cool, so so that's that. And we get a permanent accuracy and understanding on someone. So yeah, look, let's just go Nephilia. She seems like the best possible candidate there. The Outcast returns. It sure would be great if I had have completed that thing, because you get a benefit from that. We gained the Lemniscate, Vestments, Mitre, and Crozier, and we may now hunt the Screaming God. Let's do it. Let's see if we need to do anything with those. Yeah, their shoulder comes back. Well, you can only heal 2, but the shoulder is not one that lasts for more than that hunt. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I feel like we're in pretty good shape. There's no Gorm Scout Discovery. So we've got 8 endeavours. We innovate. We'll just spend a monster hide, a Dragon King, cabled vein, and a horn fragment for that. So yeah, let's see. Saga would be good. Morgue is actually pretty good because we need it for some of the Screaming Gods gear. Scarification, no. Taxidermy. Taxidermy or Morgue. Have a look at the Great Hall. So here's what I love about this game. I'm just saying a lot of words. I'm saying a lot of words, and I'm sure most people that love the game as much as I do understand a lot of these words. But for me, what these words are about is just this incredible decision space. it's like, okay, cool. So I've got 4 things that have all of these interlocking mechanisms. Isn't there a thing that requires cooling from the... I thought there was something that required cooling. Maybe I am misremembering. I feel like something requires cooling. Possibly it was a monster resource. Oh, is it the no, I got no idea. Doesn't matter. I think we take taxidermy. It's effectively the same. We'll take taxidermy. Survival limit +1 and departing survivors gain a bonus. So that's nice. Ooh, we haven't had Dark Dentist yet. So we could go for babies again, but I want to wait till we get the thing. Oh, I can also use my Crimson Vial. So is there any other severe injuries? Dislocated shoulder we don't need to remove. Let's just remove Celestrina's destroyed genitals. Perfect. Armory from the King, of course. Yeah, we could go for collective toil level ups for sure. So what do we got? We're Black Knight this year. I'm not going to be foolish enough to use my Lemniscate Crozier. We're just on to gear fuck around now, so don't stress if you don't want to have any. If you don't want to hang around for this, I don't mind. I do want to send out Xylo troops to try and get a shield spec. Oh, hang on a second. I can maybe just get that through butchery and then follow it up with a couple of drums and a nightmare train. And then we just get shield mastery straight up. Is that the best use of all of my stuff this year? Probably. I'll just run through them. Crimson Candy. We don't need to heal intracranial hemorrhage or gaping chest wound. Trophy Wall, I'll have a look at that in a second. War Room, we don't need to do that. Nothing. That. Bone Beats, we could use to do nightmare training. No. I've actually got crab spiders that I could archive to get 3. That could be good. Did I do dream schematics? No, I didn't. So we'll nominate a Nuffy. We roll 5, lose a resource. I'll lose a Acanthus. No one's died, so we don't need to climb the stairs. Character doesn't have one. Armor Ritual, we don't need it for this guy. We go to level 2 Bell of Challenge. Face paint is a possibility. I don't have any cooking stuff. Don't need a draft. Don't need to do nutrition because I've got plenty of Lumi. So I could ferment and get love juice. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. No, 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 no. Okay, cool. So what are departing survivors getting now? 5 survival. I feel like it should be more than that. Taxidermy, departing bonuses, ammonia. Yeah, it's not including my fig tree bonus. The fig tree is actually +1 as well. Where's my fig tree? Yeah, departing survivors consume the fruit and gain a survival. So fig tree is 1 as well. I'll have to let Scribe Guy know. Settlement watch, does that get it as well? No, we didn't take it. We didn't take it. Okay, so tool belt. Tools in your gear grid lose frail. Tools with attack profiles gain 1 speed, 3 accuracy, and sharp. So if we take a pickaxe and we take the bone earrings, then this pickaxe, no, bone earrings don't work because that's metal, not bone. Okay, so is a pickaxe at 2 speed, 5 plus, strength 2 and sharp worth that? That still doesn't get anywhere where we need to be for her, so probably not. Probably not. However, that could be a pretty reasonable option for the scout to just get mass evasion. So what I want to do with these lemniscate vestments, this is the thing I was interested in. Is this going to work for me with... Oh, these are bone. So this could work with the bone set. With the bone earrings. Yeah, okay. So what was the only other bone armor set that we had access to? It was the count set. So we could get a count armor set with this, and that would be interesting. And the count armor set does have greens and reds, so I like that. Okay, so that's all straightforward enough. Oh, I've got a bone, hide, and a bone. Skull. Lingua, louse, and a sympathetic sternum. That is such an exciting role, seeing if you've got a parasite. So exciting. I think the correct approach here is to go for weapon mastery on the shield. If I can pull that off in this Lanternir, it's a great play. So I have 2 crab spiders, so I'm going to archive a crab spider to get 3 survival on Xylo Troopers. 1, 2, 3. I'm then going to do a drums to go to 7. Then I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 to do a nightmare training with shield. So I could spend 3 more if we needed to. So the first one is a 3. We'll spend a survival. Oh, into a 7. We'll spend a survival. Into a 5. We'll spend a survival. Into a 4. So we'll take the herb grinder, so the vermin, so we've got 3 more cracks. 5. 5. Come on, Dano. 6. Ah. Oh. So I could do drums. It's worth going for, I think. Drums. Oh. It's a 10. We'll take accuracy. Okay, so that plan fails. Nightmare train, drums, and lose my thing. Yeah, I can do butchery. I need butchery to get there. But yeah, if I could have got 1 more, that would have been great. Okay, so we will do butchery. I guess it's probably not worth face painting anymore. So do I just go for 2 more drums and a thing? Yeah, 2 more drums and a nightmare train. So first one, 7. We've got 2 survival left. 1 spend a survival or die. Okay, well that was a very wasteful settlement phase. I feel very unfortunately about that. Okay, I'm going to put my fig tree there, and I'm going to put me thing. So I'm just going to look at the taxidermy page over here, because I didn't really look at the collective toil side of that. Yeah, that would have been so great to get that. Okay, so trophy wall. So we collectively toil. When you innovate, nominate one survivor to gain 3 courage. Increase the amount of survivors you nominate by 1 each subsequent time you record this benefit. Holy shit. Perplexing organs. You may re-roll an endeavor roll result. Increase this limit by 1. Okay, and this is retain 1 basic resource spent to craft the gear. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But the bone one is just smashing out courage buffs. That seems really good. That seems really good. I probably should have done that instead of nightmare training, because I've got the serpentine tailbone and the gusk. Mmm. Mmm. Okay, so we gave this guy the butchery benefit. And then we spent an organ to do that. You mean if I see the truth and become blind? Yeah. Well, if we were to do that, we would just make sure we did it on people who had droidocanthus so they didn't suffer the blind. That's a really interesting one. This one you just have to take every time because everyone gets reroll tokens. And we definitely need more understanding, but I think the Red Witches will help us with that. That one's great. These are all so interesting. I'm really keen to try that one. So we might do that next Lantern year. We actually have to do the bell too, don't we? Bong. The bell tolls. Second ring, Nemesis level 2. We bong into a 4. Departing survivors suffer -2 survival and gain 2 insanity. Yeah, yeah. We'll definitely do that. And then we'll get to do 3 survivors with courage. I rate that. Yeah, I rate that a lot. Mountain ascent. Alright, so this is a tomorrow job. So let's pick some survivors. So we probably want to send out the Nuffies here. So we're sending out Xylo. Oh, hang on, have I got a... I do have a level up, don't I? Yeah, we've got Scarab's got an ambitionism flip. So let's do that. Oh, I just remember we get to pick this. Oh, that is so good. This Discourse Savant is unbelievable. Okay, Ambitionism Upstart. Scarab the Prodigy. Levels to 2. We do have a second portcullis key, actually. Okay, so gain 1 understanding and 3 Lumi. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so gain Font of Ingenuity, and we can gain an evasion. We can gain Death Education, and we gain 2 courage and 2 understanding. Or we could gain aspirational ethos and gain a permanent movement, but she's already movement 6. Okay, so let's look at Death Education. We do have a second portcullis key. That would be so good. Okay, Death Education. When you use range, block, deflect, mind lock, or deadly, increase the effect by 1 for every 20 collective cognition in the settlement. Deadly on Wrath. We're collective cognition 40 right now. Goes to deadly 5. That is a crazy knowledge. So font of knowledge or font of ingenuity, I don't really care. Yeah, it's ambitionism is the best. I do not know why anyone would ever pick champion over this. Ever. This is freaking unreal. It's the best. It's just so much better in every way. The survivors are way more interesting. They get cool shit. Next fucking level up, we get absolutely ridiculous gear. We get, not to mention we get to choose it, but we get this friggin' visionary shield. Or this visionary circlet or the sword. We'll be taking the shield, I think. But yeah, and then finally we've got aspirational ethos that we could also take. +1 strength for every 10 collective cognition. Okay, so that's +4 strength, so that's not fine. So I think Death Education is clearly the winner there. So I think we just take this middle one, level 6. Stifling Yawn, you decide it's time to get the most you can from the older generation's wisdom while they still live. Gain 2 courage and 2 understanding. Let's go Scarab the Prodigy. We'll gain Tinker. And we'll roll for our insight roll. We roll an 8, because of course we do. Because this campaign is just ridiculous. Insight settlement phase, gain a permanent accuracy. Okay, and then we will take the knowledge Death Education. Range, block, deflect. So I mean, even something like the green power core with Wrath makes Wrath have deflect 4. So you just start the fucking showdown by going whoosh with your sword and throw out deflect 4. Look, it's just ridiculous. We've got Marrow Monarch, by the way, here, which I really want to get some Marrowists so I can start tapping into that. I've got a lot of Osteophage, but not a lot of Marrowists. Yeah, it's just wild. Okay, I do want to try and get him leveled up, but I don't want to risk it in this because the Black Knight is one where someone can just die. So I don't think we're going to take out any of the big boys. So we won't take out Hoo Grub. So yeah, Ramulus can go out. Trigona's got hyperamic defense. Louse will take out so we can maybe try and level up High Roller. And then Mantis has nullifying antibodies. Sure. So that's just 5 Nufferinos that'll be fine because they've all got Clan of Death stats and their legends. Perfect. Ambitionism is just wild. There's no way I'm ever going to take champion in a campaign ever again. So now I've got a real challenge. Do I take the count gear? Oh, hang on, what's there? Oh, we need understanding 3 for this to be able to get the thing. So maybe instead of taking the Nuffies, maybe I take Lurva, because she's got 3 understanding. The Wise Mothman, because he's got 5. Let's take Goth, she's got 3. Yeah. So Louse has 5 strength. We'll take Louse, because she's got Stone Architect and High Roller. And we'll take Dragona, and she can be the Scout. Yeah, no Ramulus. We need Xylo Troopers. Actually, let's just use... Marchioness's set bonus is unbelievable. Yeah, no Mantis. So we've got Wise Mothman, Goth, Lerva, Louse, Trigona. Okay, no Trigona. Marchioness's set bonus. I'll grab it out. So Marchioness armor in general is the most busted, probably of any of the armor sets, full stop. So I'll run through all of its benefits. First of all, swords in your gear grid gain finesse, whatever, no big deal. But when you have finesse, where's the other bits of my Marchioness set? Where did I put those? Over here. So you require, so yeah, Marchioness riposte. Whenever you block or deflect a hit, gain a surge at the start of your next round. So you can go through, it's the most expensive by a mile. So yeah, you can get three actions in a turn with a sword. Perfect. Swords without deflect in your gear grid gain deflect. Swords in your gear grid that have deflect gain +1. Perfect. So you take the green charm. On arrival, all non-death survivors gain 2 survival. So it's a literal first aid kit on the helmet. Get +2 movement while you have a sword in your gear grid. Sweet. So just get a movement 7, 8, and that does nothing. But if you've got this riposte, you get this, and if you riposte, you also gain a move. So you get a third movement and attack every round, assuming you block or deflect a hit. So you just make yourself the target and then just have freebies. So it's crazy. It's a crazy set bonus. All right, I think this counts play might be worthwhile. I definitely want to use the Colossal Chef's Carver for when we face off against the Screaming God. So this is an interesting one. When you wound the monster, search through its deck and gain an organ of your choice. Limit once per showdown. So that feels pretty good. So if I use that here with this Colossal, with the Lemniscate vestments, we'll get lots and lots of attacks. So I'm really tempted by this Count Armor Lemniscate situation. I haven't made it yet, but we can. It just requires a lot of iron. The amount of iron that it requires is obscene. I think it's 3 iron. We do have 7 odd. So that would be nice. So I need the Count legs, the Count wraps, and the Count tabard. It's just a pattern, yeah, I haven't made it yet. Okay, have I got a zoom set up here? I sort of do. Does that let you see this gear grid? It does. Let's just trash this for a little bit and play around with this gear grid. And you can all enjoy this. Remind me to tell Scribe Guy to fix the fig tree. Actually, he might not do that. That might be I might be able to do that myself. Okay, so let's say I did this here. This has to go here. This has to go here. Okay, so count wraps, if I did that, I'm going to get some greens. If I did this, yep. Okay, it doesn't work there. What about if we did that and that? So I've got 2 at all locations. I've got 2 reds, which triggers this. I've got 2 greens, which triggers this. So that's interesting. But I'm not gaining any of these benefits. So I don't get that one, I don't get that one, and I don't get that one. So is there a different way that I could do this? We got an up red. No, the cleaver's not. It's not bone. It's metal. Would be great. We could make this set into the glorious bone set. I mean, I still have the option to, because I've got surgical precision, I can get pretty easily. So this set could become surgically precision, but this is already sharp. We could go Gusk knives instead. Yes, the Gusk knife is a green down. That's interesting. So if we did this and this, that's annoying. But we could go that. That at least gets us that one. Count wrappings we're not going to get. It's an interesting gear grid conundrum, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And then probably just put a shield there. I think Marchioness armor is maybe the safer choice here. Because if I ditch this, we go this here. We go this here. We ditch this, we go this here. And then we've got basically weapon of our choice. Yep. We'll go the bone earrings. Two speed, two strength. Get a bone weapon. Gusk knife. Is the atomic one bone? It is, but it is always nice to be able to have the stuff armor there if you need it. Atomic lance is not bone. So our best weapons here is Gusk knife, and I don't think we've got any other really good bone weapons. The greatest axe is not. The black sword is not. So we're going to +1 movement token. On arrival, place an endless gear grid token. That's fine. No, the nuclear knuckle is not bone. How crazy is that? I found out it's not bone. Okay, well, that's an interesting little puzzle that I'm going to look forward to mucking around with. Okay, so this chick's a deadest and she's got anxiety, which means if she doesn't have thingy, so we'll just put her in the black sword setup. Leather black sword, perfect. So Lucy, ready to go. Lucy's still kicking around. Xylo Troops needs a shield. I don't have any shield other than this knuckle shield that's worth attacking with. So that'll be what Xylo Troops is in black. So Xylo Troopers rocks black. Tries to go for that. The Wise Mothman has... he can't depart. He's got fear of the dark. Idiot. All right, maybe we take a big boy. Maybe we take a big boy. Just take one big boy. I could take the scout, actually. My collectivist scout. Oh no, she retires. We don't want that. Nats can't go. Here's the Mothman. I would love to get the Mothman back out there. All right, let's go Celestrina. She's got all sorts of crazy shit going on, but she's got 4 understanding. That's the ticket. No, Wrath is nuclear as well. It's melee sword, nuclear, resin, finesse. Yeah. I don't know what to do here, man. I don't know. All right, I think we need to take out a osteophage. I do not want to risk my red survivor. Okay, so Trigona goes out. That means I've only got 2 survivors with the knowledge, with the thing. Can I handle a +2? All right, I've got to reroll. Yeah, okay. I'm done. That's locked in. That's locked in. Okay, so Trigona's our scout. Perfect. We'll put her in orange. She's done. She's all sorted. Loose is in that set. Perfect. Goth. Yeah, Wrath isn't unique, but there's only one of it, isn't there? So Goth just doesn't need to wear anything. So we won't wear anything with Goth. Are you allowed to do 2 Wraths? Is that a thing? That is a wild time if that's what you're allowed to do. Let's give Goth the thing that we just picked up, the Lantern Halberd. That'd be fun. You have 2 Black Knight expansions. Send me one, mate. Where's my Lantern Halberd at? There it is. Okay. That's you, Goth. We'll give you a dry decantus while you're at it. Goth, you're in purple. Where's me Goth? Did I put the model away? I might have put the model away because I was so angry with how bad she is. Okay, I haven't made a Colossal Chest Carver and I haven't made a Gusk Knife. We might make those. Tool Belt, unfortunately, is not going to get used. Pickaxe and Blue Power Core we need. Stoneface, Cloak, and Grimjaw are unlikely to get used again. Red Core, Forge Priest Hammer, Leather Mask, unlikely to get used again. We'll definitely use the Pickaxe, the Power Core, this Lucky Charm. Let's put this on Goth. Let's put this over here. These are things that will get used. And then we've got the Marchioness blouse and gloves built. And these we will build this lantern here. So Louse will be in white. Okay, so if Xylo Troopers uses that set, that's fine because he's got the Knuckle Shield to try and wound. Perfect. And then he can switch over to the thing. So that's the Scout. She's got that. She's got this. So we probably just go for a Screaming. Let's go the Atomic Screaming Armor. Up here. Of course we have Wrath. that we should take against this Black Knight. That seems pretty fine. Because that's not busted at all. Okay. I love this this part of the game. I've said it so often, and I will continue to say it, that it is just ridiculously fun. So this is me Wisdom Potion. This is me little fishy fish. And this is me Wrath. So we'll change that. Done. Done. Goth. Alright, so Goth can just be a new empty loadout. I don't know what to do with her. Thanks, Militides. Yeah, I'm finishing up stream, mate. So have a fantastic night, everyone. It's been great. Yeah, Fig Tree, getting the Fig Tree online is awesome. This year we'll get the rest of the Marching S set. We'll build that set, and we'll have a fantastic weapon set for the Black Sword or Wrath. Probably the Black Sword, the Wrath, so we can get the things. Enjoy, Militides. That sounds delightful. Don't tell Mossy, she's a vegan, so we probably won't tell her about that. She's got the Lantern Halberd and this Rapture thing. Fine. All right. Well, that'll do, friends. Have a glorious evening, and I will catch you all tomorrow night for the remainder of the Black Knight. He'll probably die this one. I'll catch you all then. We can still, Xmas, throw some names in the chat tomorrow, mate. We need some more names because we're going to have more